Hi, hello, and welcome to another edition of Sports Update Ghana with me, Joseph Adamafiu. Well, coming up in today's update, England is set to block Ghana's chances of getting Kobbie Mainoo to switch nationalities from England to come and play for the Black Stars. Well, I'll get into the details of this and more in a brief moment, but also coming up, well, Stonebwoy's manager has come out to debunk statements by the NSA boss, Professor Chumesi, that they paid 70,000 cedis to use the Accra Sports Stadium. According to Stonebwoy's manager, they paid more than 100,000 cedis to get the Accra Sports Stadium for their BIM concert in December 2023. We also have updates on the latest in the search for the next Black Stars coach, as one of our former coaches has applied to become the next head coach of the Black Stars. We also take a solemn look at 1 year after the passing of the late Christian Achu, as his former clubs in the Premier League paid tribute to the late Ghanaian international. Well, more coming up in a brief moment, but before we get into the details of this and more, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So let's start off with Kobbie Mainoo, the Manchester United 18-year-old midfielder who is currently on the lips of every football fan. Well, Kobbie Mainoo is having a fantastic season in the Premier League with Manchester United. He grew up playing for England at the youth level, but is still eligible to play for the Black Stars. Well, the Ghana Football Association ESCO member, that is Randy Abbey, confirmed in an interview with a UK media that the Ghana Football Association have commenced processes to get the young Manchester United lad to switch nationalities from England to play for the Black Stars. But interestingly, in a shocking news coming up, well, the head coach of England, that is Gareth Southgate, is planning to give Kobbie Mainoo his first call-up to the English national team to ensure they block any chances of Kobbie Mainoo deciding to switch nationalities to play for Ghana. Well, Kobbie Mainoo, as I said earlier, has not played for England at the senior national team. Well, in March, that is next month, England will be playing 2 matches, one against Brazil and one against Belgium. And Gareth Southgate believes that this is a right opportunity to block Kobbie Mainoo's chances of switching nationalities from England to play for Ghana. Well, according to the FIFA regulations, the player has to play less than 3 matches to be able to switch nationalities and play for another country. And Gareth Southgate believes that this is the first step he will take to ensure he blocks Ghana's chances of getting Kobbie Mainoo. So if Kobbie Mainoo is able to play these 2 matches in March, one against Brazil and one against Belgium for the 3 Lions, it means that Ghana will no longer have the opportunity to get Kobbie Mainoo to come and play for the Black Stars. Now, England has identified Kobbie Mainoo as one of the potential midfielders for the future, looking at his performance lately. You know that England has lost some few players to the Ghana Football Association in recent times. We took Tariq Lamptey, who played for England at the youth level, from them. We also took Antoine Semenyo, who didn't play at the youth level but was on target for the English national team. We also took Brendan Thomas Asante, who is still yet to play for the Black Stars but has switched nationalities to come and play for Ghana. So looking at the terrain, England has seen that Ghana is stealing some of their players because of their dual nationality. So they want to block all those chances. Well, we'll see how that one pans out. But for Kobbie Mainoo, he's having a fantastic season at Manchester United. He scored his first goal for Manchester United in an FA Cup game against Newport, and days later he scored his first Premier League goal, in which Manchester United and a 4-3 win over Wolves, and Kobbie Mainoo scored that killer winner for Manchester United. So yes, Kobbie Mainoo might end up not playing for Ghana if he ends up honoring the invite by the English national team. Now, away from Kobbie Mainoo, let's talk about the National Sports Authority, who has been in the news all week. You know, we started the week with the Public Accounts Committee, PAC, inviting the Ministry of Youth and Sports and National Sports Authority boss, that is Patrick Chumesi, to the PAC meeting in Parliament. Well, back in December, the National Sports Authority closed down the Accra Sports Stadium to rent it out for musical concert. This raised several eyebrows from football fans and sports fans alike. Well, the MP from Ningo Pram Pram, that is Honorable Sam George, took it upon himself to ensure that when the National Sports Authority boss appears in Parliament, you ask him why he continues to rent out the Accra Sports Stadium for musical concerts. So when he appeared before Park, well, the NSA boss was asked why he rents out the Accra Sports Stadium. He says they have to make money. And Sam George asked him, if you have to make money, how much did you rent the Accra Sports Stadium to Stonebwoy to use it for his BIM concert? Because Sam George himself was there, and the NSA boss said they rented it out for 70,000 cedis. 70,000 cedis, that is very cheap. When I heard the news, I was in fact very shocked, because the Accra Sports Stadium is a 40,000 seater capacity. You're renting out for 70,000. You allow them to stand on the green pitch. Well, this did not go down well with Stonebwoy's manager, that is Chief Abiola, who said that they didn't pay 70,000 cedis to the NSA. And in fact, if the NSA boss is claiming that they pay 70,000 cedis, it means that Chief Abiola is not trustworthy for Stonebwoy, so he has to come out and clear his name. So he took to Hits FM to reveal that indeed they didn't pay 70,000, but rather they paid more than 100,000 cedis to get the Accra Sports Stadium to use this facility for the BIM concert in December. Let's take a listen to that.
Yeah. Chief, they talk say some 70,000. They said 70,000 be the amount we was paid to the Sports Authority for the 22nd concert we Stonebwoy do for the Accra Sports Stadium. It be 70,000 or it not be 70,000?
To be very honest with you, I mean, these are contractual matters that usually I wouldn't want to engage in the public space. But the Public Accounts Committee is a very serious committee. That,
absolutely.
I mean, it's gone before the committee, so I wouldn't want to be here on radio to state otherwise. But what I can tell you clearly is that, yes, I was delegated by Stone to lead the charge in terms of doing the negotiations and payment of the stadium. And I can also tell you for a fact that, yes, we paid more than 70,000 for the stadium. But, I mean, like I said, I'm just watching the issues unfold. So I wouldn't want to disclose into details for now. I hope you guys.
So that is Chief Abiola saying that Stonebwoy paid more than 100,000 cedis to use the Accra Sports Stadium. He didn't mention the actual man, but says that they paid more than 100,000 cedis. So it means that there is some financial wahala at the Sports Authority, and they have to come clear on that. Who has squandered the money? Where is the rest of the money? Did you charge 70,000? Stonebwoy is saying they paid more than that. And if Chief Abiola keeps quiet, it means Stonebwoy is not going to trust him again, and maybe he might lose his job with Stonebwoy. So he has to come and clear the air. You can't say he paid 70,000 whilst he has told Stonebwoy that he paid more than 70,000. So that is about it on the NSA. Let's go on and do some more. So the Black Stars search for the next head coach is still on, and about 600 coaches have applied for the job. But one of the interesting personalities who have applied for the job is our former assistant coach, that is George Boateng, who played for the Netherlands national team and is now saying that he wants to become the head coach of the Black Stars. This same George Boateng was one of the assistant coaches to Chris Hughton that we took to the 2023 AFCON, and they went to disgrace us. Now he says he wants to become the head coach of the Black Stars. It looks like what is happening in our political dispensation, that our vice president wants to become the president. I don't want to go into the details of that, but what do you think about George Boateng saying that he wants to become the next head coach of the Black Stars? According to reports, George Boateng is one of the coaches who have applied to become the next head coach of the Black Stars. Do you think he has the requisite experience to head the Black Stars? Because George Boateng, the last time I checked, he was the under-23 coach for Aston Villa, and I think that he has to go and ensure that he equips himself with all the experience and knowledge before we will give him the Black Stars. Now, where the Black Stars is, we need a coach with all the authority, all the leadership, and all the experience to help us move from where we are to the next step. We don't need someone who will just come and do Matrai Makwe. The years of Matrai Makwe is done, and we have to ensure we get an experienced coach. So that is about it on the search for the next Black Stars head coach. Now, before we go, I would like us to end on a very sad note, because it's been 1 year since the passing of late Ghanaian international Christian Atsu. Christian Atsu was caught up in the Turkish earthquake, which happened about 1 year ago, and his former club in the English Premier League decided to pay tribute to the late Ghanaian international. Well, the likes of Chelsea, Bournemouth, and Newcastle all paid tribute to the late Ghanaian international, and I want us to check what they said about the late Christian Atsu. Chelsea, in a tweet on February 6th, said, "1 year ago today, we tragically lost Christian Atsu. Our thoughts will always remain with Christian's family and friends." Newcastle United's official account on X says that 1 year ago, we sadly lost Christian Atsu in the most tragic of circumstances, an incredible person who is fondly remembered by everyone at Newcastle United. Our thoughts are forever with Christian's family and friends. Oh, he is so wonderful. And that is what Newcastle said. And finally, AFC Bournemouth says that our thoughts are with Christian Atsu's family and friends as we mark the 1 year anniversary of his tragic passing. And that is how Christian Atsu's former clubs in the Premier League decided to pay tribute on 1 year after his passing. May his soul continue to rest in perfect peace. And on that note, we draw down the curtains for this episode of Sports Update Ghana right here on the channel. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, please subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.